Hello, in this video we will be talking about the Iceberg tool taught by the Year 11 Compassionate System Ambassadors. This video is narrated by Zara
and Caitlyn. The Iceberg is an important tool that helps you discover what makes up the event. By going from the top to the bottom, uncovering what the underlying structures are, we can determine what the best course of action is to solving the problem.
This tool can be used in your daily or school life when you come across an event or problem that is very information heavy. The Iceberg allows you to break it up into an easy-to-follow structure.
The Iceberg tool has a particular structure that helps us deeply and thoroughly evaluate all aspects that come into play. The tip of the iceberg, the only part we see above the water, is the event. It is any issue or problem in the world that catches our attention. Right below the surface of the water is the behavioral pattern, so they are the patterns and trends we see related to the topic or event we've chosen.
Finally, at the bottom of the iceberg we have the underlying structures. This is made up of mental models and artifacts. Mental models are an explanation of someone's thought process about how something works in the real world, which can be summarized through the quotation of lenses through which we see the world. Artifacts are physical things or systems that contribute to forming behavioral patterns, or otherwise known as the physical representation of mental models.
Artifacts may be a bit challenging to grasp at first, but to put it simply, there are physical things, objects, or systems caused by mental models that form the behavioral patterns we see.
Mental models are your beliefs, habits, and your understanding of the real world. For example, if you see a person walking drowsily, you would immediately assume that they're drunk. That is a mental model that drowsy people are always drunk. This could not be the case, however, but this is the conclusion that your mind has jumped to because that is how you've wired it.
An artifact of that mental model would be alcohol, the physical thing that can lead to this assumption. Without alcohol, you wouldn't have the mental model of drowsy being associated with drunk. Hence, they are very closely linked.
Here is an example of the iceberg. The event is the government rules in Indonesia for the COVID-19 pandemic 2020. The behavioral structures include lack of jobs, which leads to a poor economy, people being ignorant, people uniformed on the risk of the virus, and fear of riots.
From the perspective of different people, a lot of mental models and opinions can be connected to the rules during the pandemic. This could come in the form as COVID-19 doesn't exist, or I have to work to support my family. I don't trust the government. Everyone else is going out, so why can't I? Similarly, the factors and systems below the surface that we don't see linked to this event could include governments relaxing regulations, lack of unemployment benefits or support for those who lost their job, lack of care within the community, lack of income, and the declining growth rate of Indonesia.
Thank you for watching. We hope you learned a lot and enjoy using the Iceberg tool. As you learn more compassionate system tools, you'll realize how they are connected and can incorporate them into each other.